Hey, welcome to another episode of Cab Fit. So, short and sweet video today. I'm just going to take you through the setup that I did for about $300 Canadian. I'm pretty much the best shape of my life, and I owe it all to just having to have this time away from the gym to reevaluate how I exercise and what I'm doing in terms of exercise. And I've had some really terrific gains that I haven't been able to achieve in years of exercising just by taking myself out of the gym environment and creating a functional space in my own home where I can do that. So I'm going to take you through a bunch of these, bunch of the equipment that I'm using. It's not really all that much. And then in the following weeks, I'm going to take you through some of the workouts that I've been doing as well too. All right, let's get to it. All right, so this is 1-2-Fit is the name of the company. There's a couple different brands that have a similar look, but this one had one of the highest ratings on Amazon, which can sometimes be BS, but in this case, looked pretty legit. And also the way that they've done the weight distribution is quite clever. So it takes up, they've done this sort of triangle based on triangle support on each side. So you still get that wide base of support, but it doesn't take up so much darn space, right? So anyways, really like this piece of equipment here. I've got my free weights in there. Those, I've had them for about 25 years. I think those gray ones, those little tiny gray ones, those are the first set of weights I ever bought. And I remember 20 pounds, like just trying to curl or do a military press with them was just devastating for my frail little body, which again is an inspirational message. Like, we all start off very, very weak. So it doesn't matter where you are. If you're exercising, like you're going to start off weak and you're going to get stronger. That's the process and the beauty of exercise. So anyways, 1-2-Fit, some free weights. The Iron Master is another great brand to look forward to. The reason why I like the Iron Master, it's the one in the front, which is the kettlebell, and it's the one in the back, which is, I think I've got screwed about 80 pounds on there. So it has these little stackable plates, which is great. And they range from anywhere from 2.5, I believe, to 12.5, which are the ones that I have on there. And you can just stack them up as much as you want. And you can make some truly monster weights if you want to just beast it up. I have certain limits that I set for myself. But yeah, Iron Master, they're great. And there's like a bolt that you screw into them. See that little silver bit at the end there? That's a bolt, and it screws into either the bottom of the kettlebell, or it screws into either side of the dumbbells. So fantastic weight set to use as well too. They're not so pricey because there's some really, fancy plasticky kind of ones, but these are just like classic rust-proof, man's weights. They do the trick, and I really, really like them. So we've got that. We've got over here a mat. It is obviously a little bit scratched up from my darling cat. And this is the room, like this is my office. We don't have a lot of space in here, okay? There's not a tremendous amount of space. This takes up the corner, that's it. That's my exercise. And then of course, I have a bare wall on the other side, which I use for handstands, handstand push-ups and wall climbs and stuff like that. So I'll show you some of this stuff. We'll wrap up. I'll show you some of the stuff that we can do on this particular machine, just so you can see how sturdy it is, and we'll call it a day. Okay, so I hope you found that informative. Now just to show you the actual equipment in action, we're gonna do a couple of things here. I'll do chin up, I'll show you the push-up grips. They're a little bit cut off by the camera, but you should be able to spot me in the mirror. And just some of the other advanced stuff you can do on this and why I like this equipment so much. So we've got your basic chin up. This is an adjustable height bar, so if you're super, super tall, don't worry. I'm just about 6 feet, and this is more than enough clearance for me and more than enough range. So we're gonna pinch our scapula together, pull all the way up, chin over the bar. That's why it's called a chin up and over the bar, and then come down again. You'll notice very little sway or creaking or trembling in the equipment. It is very, very sturdy for such a lightweight and compact frame. So you got that, you got the dip bars here. So we can do some dips next. Shoulders back, chest forward, lean forward a little bit, tuck the elbows, and go down. 2, 3, and 4, and so on. And then of course for abs, you can do abdominal lift on this. Now if I'm going to do an abdominal lift on something this tiny, since it doesn't really have a lot of wide, like a very, very wide grip to bracket myself or distribute my body weight, I'm going to pull up, probably to sort of a half chin up, and then I'm going to do it from there, is how I would generally do these. Also gives you a good workout for the forearms, all right? And it's sturdy enough that you can even do stuff like levers and curls. All right, so it's a very sturdy piece of equipment. Whew, okay. And finally, don't know if you can see it, but you got some push-up grips down here. These are cool because they let you get farther into the range of motion than you would naturally get with push-up, because your face would obviously hit the floor. But this time you can go all the way down, nose to the floor, and be lower than you would ever naturally be able to be. Really work the chest and shoulders. So that's just a couple of things you can do. Obviously, this kind of a thing is great for stretching and flexibility as well. And yeah, you know, if you can take one thing away from this and these videos and these things that I do, it's just how fitness can really be not just a transformative force, but a motivational force. So I know this has been really hard on everyone these last few months, but I've accomplished more professionally, I've accomplished more physically, I've accomplished more spiritually in this time than probably at any other point in recent memory in the last, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years. Like, I've really been productive with this time. And obviously having something like this helps. So you can stay motivated at home, you can continue to grow, continue to change, continue to push yourself, and just, get all those endorphins and all those happy chemicals and look good and feel good without having to worry about some of the other stuff that's going on. Yeah, I'll be back soon with some actual workouts rather than just some demos. And I'm going to list this product in the pinned comment. And yeah, be kind to each other. We'll talk soon. Bye.